ICO season looks like it's back, and it's back in full effect. In this video, we will be reviewing IEO or initial exchange offerings. What are they exactly? And is IEOs truly the new ICOs? Or is this just another self-serving agenda for these centralized exchanges? Well, one thing is certain, the ROI numbers for these IEOs are staggering, as you can see here, here, and here. So the question remains, is this something we should invest in? Or is this something we all should stay far, far away from? Well, you're about to find out. 5 times the ROI, almost overnight, just like the good old days of 2017.
Okay, now that being said, just give me 1 second, please. I gotta get my groove on.
Coming up now.
Your money working for you, or you working for money?
Hi, Francis here from the Crypto Lifestyle, educating you on blockchain technology and the implications it has on not just changing lives, man, but if you didn't know by now, this technology is changing the world. So if you're new here, why not consider subscribing? So, since March of 2018, ICOs were written off and labeled dead. Unprofitable, and frankly, investors were just getting wrecked. Which they were. It did not matter about the ICOs, hard cap, market cap, the team, partnerships, advisors, if it was a dApp or even a blockchain. None of those important factors mattered anymore. Because regardless, your ass was getting wrecked, period. Up until recently, Binance introduced Binance Launchpad, which essentially is a platform to launch ICOs, or in this case, any blockchain startup project trying to raise funds through or on an exchange platform is now known as an initial exchange offering. But this is nothing new to Binance, as my fellow crypto lifestylers already know. I was an early investor with Binance when they first launched, and not too many people remember this, but Binance initially offered IEOs on their exchange in 2017. I personally tried investing into Tron's ICO through Binance Exchange in that very same year of 2017, but was unsuccessful in doing so. The ICO sold out in a matter of seconds. So what I'm alluding to is, this is not uncharted territories for this behemoth exchange we call Binance. Let's fast forward to 2019. Binance Launchpad is now live. The first 2 IEOs to go live on Binance Launchpad were BitTorrent and Fetch AI. Look at the ROI these 2 IEOs provided. Fetch AI a whopping 5.4x in the USD value, and BitTorrent 10.4x in the USD value. However, they were quite the controversy here. I personally made a video on BitTorrent ICO stating that it was a sucker ICO and pump and dump scheme. Something like that. However, Fetch AI IEO, many folks were able to get in and made 5 times the ROI, almost overnight, just like the good old days of 2017.
Okay, now that being said, just give me 1 second, please. I gotta get my groove on.
As of now, these IEOs look like a win-win situation for all parties involved, including the startup project, who will be virtually guaranteed to reach their hard cap or funding goals by launching on an exchange such as, say, Binance, right? The investor also wins, who, if successfully invested in these 2 IEOs, will be sitting pretty at a whopping 15.8 times their investment. 15.8 times their investment? Are we even in a bear market still? More notably though, the exchanges has a lot to gain from this as well, because in order to invest into the IEO, you will need to purchase the IEO tokens with the native token of that exchange. For example, since Binance's last 2 IEOs, we have seen their token BNB just absolutely soar in price, from a top 20 cryptocurrency to now a staggering top 10 crypto. Sitting at the time of the recording of this video, it is number 8 by crypto market capitalization according to coinmarketcap.com. This is due to investors needing to buy BNB tokens to get into these lucrative IEOs. So essentially, BNB now has a dual utility token purpose and/or function. Utility function number 1, BNB is used for discounts on trades, and now with the rise of IEOs, BNB is used to get into these IEO projects, just as Ethereum is a utility token to get into ERC20 token ICOs. But from an investor standpoint, guys, I'm loving what I'm seeing, because before, one of the many risks of investing into an ICO was the uncertainty of the token being listed on an exchange after the ICO has finished. IEOs addresses all of this: liquidity, volume, and immediate token listing on a major exchange. So has Binance set a new trend here and perhaps distilled new hope into the ICO world? Well, it does appear so. Other exchanges such as Bitmax.io, Bittrex, Huobi, and Kucoin, and Okex are on the move to start implementing their own initial exchange offerings. But you may be thinking, it's Binance and that's why these IEOs are performing so well. Wrong. Let's take a look at Bitmax, not to be mistaken with Bitmax. Let's take a look at the recent IEO DOS. As you can see here, DOS ICO token price in the USD value was just over a penny at 0.012 cents. Now at the time of recording this video, it is now being traded on Bitmax.io at 5 cents, which is a 5xer or 4 times the profit. But that was not the all-time high. It hit an all-time high of 8 cents. So evidently, Binance Launchpad is not unique to the IEO success, and other exchanges launching IEOs can have similar success as Bitmax.io just demonstrated for us. We will be keeping a very close eye on all of these exchanges and the upcoming IEOs they will be hosting. These exchanges are very serious about this. Here is a tweet sent out by Okex Head of Operations Andy Chung. Many has asked if we'll do a token launch platform. The answer is yes. We've prepared it for months, and now it is ready to launch. I'm as excited as everyone for this move. Can't wait to see more innovative projects to join the blockchain revolution through at Okex. Of course you do, Chung. You see the success of Binance Launchpad and you want some of the action too. You want your cut of the pie, and guess what? So do we, broski. So do we. One thing about myself is this: I don't like looking from the sidelines for too long. However, we will be monitoring the next IEO very closely before we make an official decision on if we will be investing or not. And guys, I must say this, look, whether you love Binance and CZ or not, one has to admit, from a business perspective, the man is somewhat otherworldly in his audacious and provocative way of thinking. He first disrupted crypto exchanges with his brilliant discount trading coin we know today as BNB, and now he's doing it all over again by launching ICOs on his platform, now dubbed IEOs. I'm not a big fan of CZ, but whether you are or not, that's besides the point. You still have to acknowledge his rise to success and rankings in the crypto space. So you guys let me know, what do you think about these IEOs? Are you like myself and think that ICO season is officially back and in full effect in the form of IEOs? Or is this nothing but a self-serving agenda to benefit central exchanges filled with false hopes all over again? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. The next IEO on Binance's Launchpad is Seller. Let's see how this IEO unfolds, and from there we will make an official decision if we will go full-blown ham on IEOs or not. So until then, you're on your own. Later.
Wherever I go, it just goes with me. Crypto life is the life I lead.